Okay, hello guys. Oh, just 1 second, turn these lights on. It's a bit dark. We are back again then for probably the last stream of Hardspace, Shipbreaker. And so I've been doing quite a bit of work behind the scenes, as it were. And we have now unlocked the final ship class, ship grades. So yeah, we're going to have an attempt at doing these. So the only new ships I found while doing these is the heavy cargo. Obviously, in the last stream I was on these ones, and all I ever got was the station hoppers. And then obviously in grade 5 it started to unlock some of the heavy cargoes, and then on grade 6 obviously it's basically the same, it's just higher difficulty. There's more like fuel tanks, more coolant tanks, that kind of stuff, more steps to moving on a little further, as it were. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the ones that I know about to start with. So I'll go for a station hopper, and then after that we'll do a heavy cargo. But yeah, so what my goal is in this one is I want to unlock the split saw upgrade, so that we can cut hull segments apart. So yeah, so let's get straight into it. Let's start tearing everything apart. Obviously we've got to go decompress stuff first. So the work orders are also much larger as well. Oh, looks like this compartment's already depressurized. I mean, I could compress. Let's actually, yeah. Oh, damn it! It closed that door. I don't want to close that door. So it's just going to keep decompressing now. I guess I should have decompressed in the other room. Yeah. So I should be able to close this door, and wow, it does not like that effect. Wow, lag. So I should be able to actually compress this area. Air pressure level increasing. There we go. We can actually have some oxygen. I can't tell if it's pressurized or not on the other side of that. Oh no, it says danger. Just well, it did say danger a second ago. That's systems and objects. Wow, yeah. I've never seen these screens before. I didn't know you could actually scroll through them. But okay. Alright. Well, I'm actually going to decompress because I think that room, yeah, it's already decompressed. So let's go to non-pressurized.
Air pressure level decreasing.
There we go. And we'll see what's available. So let's play. Oh, some keys. Yoink. It's the first time I found some keys in these big ships. So obviously this goes to the cockpit. As far as I know, all these consoles take keys. But yeah, so everything's unlocked. Have we got any air canisters in here just for future reference? Nah, doesn't look like it. And then we've got an air canister there, some cargo. Obviously the ECU over here. I've still never figured out how to stop the coolant from going off. I figured you had to interact with this terminal first at some point, but apparently you don't. But oh well. You can of course purge the fuel from here though with the key. I mean, this doesn't control the ECU, does it? Nah. Well, let's. Wow, there's no oxygen in here either. Normally there's quite a good few oxygen bottles in these ships. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start tearing off all the nacelles, the engines, and then I'll start tearing panels off. It's the only one set of nacelles on this ship. Nope, there we go. It's a twin. And then of course on the other side. Okay, so these are actually already had the fuel flushed out of them, or at least they should do, because of that console. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to free up this side of the outer hull. So I can start pulling all that away. Get it all out of the way. Wonder what the range is on this now. Can I get all the way down there? It looks like it. Where's the next one? All the way down there. Wow. It's got some decent range on it. Right, oh, there's a cut mark there. So I need to go around the other side, start cutting them off as well. Okay. Is that it for them? No, there's one more. Ooh, way. Okay, so they split the panels up for me already. So we are going to get straight to it, putting all these in the processor and whatnot. Hopefully. Slowly but surely. That one can't because it's got the airlock on it, but this one should quite happily. Have I missed the bolt on that one? I must have missed one on that one. Let's have a look. No, it's freed up, I think. Although it still looks like it's connected together. Yeah, this one and this one looks like they're connected together, but they shouldn't be. Well, who knows? Let's get these engines down before I destroy them. Come on, away from the hull. Off we go. So that's completely spun around. See, I'm sure that should be 2 segments rather than 1 segment. But, hey ho. Let's try and get the whole thing over there. Provided it doesn't try to go in the furnace like an idiot. See, it's getting pulled both directions, even though it shouldn't be. There we go, that should just about go in. Where's this one going? This is a furnace.
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. We wrap.
What's that? A fume chute. Can't cut it out. Is that all it needs to get out? Oh, I've got to keep an eye on this one. I don't want it going in there. What's holding that fume chute in? Oh, apparently the panel is. Because it's just flown off. Where'd it go? There.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
This is all going to this is the furnace. Oh, so that panel's going to the furnace. I'm not fussed about that
Deposit not accepted.
though. That can just get salvaged, I'm not bothered. Let's get some oxygen.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Oxygen levels stabilizing. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Well, thank you very much. I love the upgraded kind of force push, as it were. It's very powerful. Just proper launches it in there. I still wish the standard grapple was a little stronger though. But as long as it gets the job done. Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes left just to get some more of this cleared. More of this material that's in the way stuff. We can probably get these off and process these. And then the power generator. That one should be free, let's get it out of the way.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Gotta be careful with that one because these do tend to have an explosive reaction.
Valuable object processed.
What's this?
Credits deposited.
Just a random piece of nanocarbon pole. Same that. Oh, it's a separate piece that were underneath them, right? Okay.
Alright, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
I want that power unit, but let's try and make it so it's safe to get it out. There we go. Boom. There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Seconds. Okay. So we're starting to make some proper progress towards paying off that massive debt as well. Oh, one sec. Okay, let's continue. So I separated that. Oh yeah, there's still those engines there as well. I better grab that one before it ends up in the furnace.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay. Come on, you know you want to go in. Give you a little nudge. There you go.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Oh, that fuse came out. Shouldn't have done. I never touched it. But okay. Does that mean the other fuses are out as well? Oh yeah, there's one there. Whoops. I wanted to pick it up, not blast it into space, but never mind. Ouch.
Helmet damage detected.
Oh, that is a really annoying bug.
Budget for helmet repair costs.
Whoop, whoop. Get a bit of music to go along to.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Right, let's get in here and detach the rest of the panels. Oh, oh. I think that's it all disconnected, more or less. I need to go repair my suit, some bleeding air.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
I'm just gonna buy some oxygen here as well. Or shall I not? Nah, I'll get it later. Still got half capacity left. See, none of them look like they've actually come free. That one maybe. Double check all the seals. I mean, they could be separated, I just can't quite tell. No, yeah, they're definitely been separated. So I'll just have to use some tethers on them to move out of the way. I think it's because I was expecting them to kind of shift apart like the first lot did. I also need to cut the top half of this off so I can get that panel out of the way. Whoa! Whoa! Nice! Okay. Apparently that airlock actually had atmosphere in it, but it's fine. It certainly made cutting it a little faster.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Deposit not accepted. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, that's gonna slowly make its way down there.
Accepted. Credits transferred.
Right, let's get them engine modules out. I've already purged all the fuel, so I just need to cut the bulks off, bulkheads.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
No, it's not gonna go in. That should just about do it.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plant administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
It's not cut off properly, that. Oh well, I better go get my oxygen before I asphyxiate.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
See, I want to be able to salvage ships of that size. Big things.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this ship.
5
before they
minutes.
turn the lights out on
So that didn't make itself come free, but it's definitely separate. When you're quite finished bobbing around, should just about do it.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, nice and easy.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, don't smack me in the face. There we go. Okay, so that's all the
Accepted. Credits transferred.
thrusters out. Still connected up here. Them panels. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that panel should be separate. Is that it for them connections? I should be able to. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, I don't think I've done the bottom ones yet, have I? Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm sure I have. Yeah, I must have just missed a couple. So this whole entire engine compartment should actually be separate. We should be able to yank it out, giving us access to the reactor. Better shift this out of the way first. And this one. And this one.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
That one's a bigger piece. Looks like that never made it all the way in. Should do it. Don't know how that's going to affect that one because it's moving a lot slower, but we'll give it a go anyway. Send it on its way. Might give it a bit of a nudge, you never know.
Valuable object processed.
Right, disconnected.
Credits deposited.
Don't want it going in the furnace. Get in there!
Carter,
Just
we're getting
force
down
it
to
in.
the wire. Let's put a bow on this shift.
Right, let's have a look. Yeah, so that engine compartment's moved. So we've still got a good couple of pieces to shift. It's really struggling to pull that piece in. I should be able to pull it. Give it a push.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Go on, push the big piece in for me. There we go. Looks like it's not going to get salvaged though in time. Nah. At least there'll be some money right there. All them fees. What a pain in the ass. Should do. Get straight back out.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Object not accepted.
Oh, so it went in.
Visit your
It's a piece of aluminum was there as well, apparently. Not really fussed about that. Hiya, Glasgow. How are you doing?
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage secured.
Right, so this panel should be completely separate. I'm doing pretty good, yeah, I've had a nice relaxing day. Don't snap my tether, you goddamn. Okay. Yeah, it's been a nice relaxing day really, just kids have been with mother most of the day up at my sister's horse stables, so they've been enjoying themselves. It just leaves me to do what I enjoy. What stuff do we need for the work order? The reactor, ECU, all the different types of furnitures and mechanicals and whatnot. So yeah, let's try and clear these out of the way. We're going to need to get those fuel cans off, but let's try and get these shifted first, without them going into the furnace preferably. Oh, there's still a piece there. There's always the processor as well. There we go. It'll move ever so slowly, but it'll do the job hopefully. Don't you go bashing stuff.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Might need to move a little bit more to the side. Well, we've got one up there, let's get one going over there. It'll pull it out a little bit.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
See if it blows anything up firing them down there.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I sent a whole load of chairs down there on a panel before, and then shot this tiny little petrol can down, and the whole thing just exploded. All the chairs I'd sent down there and everything.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Salvage fuel. I didn't even know I had to salvage fuel. I didn't see it. But there you go. Job done. Did I just... Oh, what an idiot. I just shot that down there automatically and it's not going to be going to the bars, that other piece. But never mind. It's down there now. Oh, got it wrong way again actually. That way please. I think that's destined for the furnace there, because there's no way I can pull it back out. Come on. Oh, maybe I can. I wouldn't have thought it was strong enough. The pull on the furnace is just insane.
Object accepted for processing.
Is that still? Whoop, is this even still moving? It is. Yeah, it is, and it's very, very, very slowly. Oh, there's a fuel can there. Better grab that. Oh, that tether just broke. Now let's get another tether on it. Keep it moving.
Account credit applied.
That hopefully should be. Oh, it's going to break. Oh, no, it's not. Maybe. Get all this out of the way. Get the furnace out. Not the furnace, the the reactor.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Whoop, ricochet. Don't go too far. At least it's a nice light panel. Where are you going? We need to go that way, please. Why did the... I don't get why they have to start just spinning out of control like an idiot. That there were kind of lined up just to perfectly shooting, it's nice and straight. But instead it just starts spiraling out of control. So it didn't even spin that much that time. Is it gonna go in? No. Maybe? No. No, still needs a bit of a pull. There we go. Right, so this piece can go as well, but we're going to have to try and hope it spins around just nicely. See, it's just one big U shape. Nice and smooth, just like that. That should get pulled into the processor.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Let's get this one on its way as well. Oh, what's it gonna break for? Ugh. Okay, I'll anchor it onto this piece then.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
So one there, and one there. That's what did it last time. Yeah, to an extent. I guess you'd have to strike a balance between profitability and time consumption, really, when it comes down to it. Because you only have 15 minutes per shift, which is technically a day in this game. That's what they consider it. And obviously there's a lot to do, especially on these larger ships. In 15 minutes you can't really, it's just not feasible. Which is a bit of a debate at the moment going on about it, saying that 15 minutes just isn't enough time for a work shift. But yeah, for the most part, it's about cutting the right pieces off. You know, getting like soft metals into the processor, into the furnace, and then the harder metals into the processor and things like that. Just basically recycling the correct things in the correct areas and that kind of stuff. There's not really any particular penalties for putting them in the wrong area. You just don't get paid for them.
You got 5 minutes left in this shift.
So it's all mostly just about how much money you can make in that 15 minutes, really. So now these might explode, but we'll soon see. I did flush the fuel, so it should be okay. Right. Is that not? Oh, it's connected to that piece. There we go.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
But yeah, so certain pieces, like obviously machinery, like for instance like the engines and you know, reactors, power cores, electrical stuff, computer terminals, all that kind of stuff, they all go into different places. So all the electrical components and engines and this, that and the other, they go to the barge, which I guess technically is just storage, really. They're just I guess they're reusable parts, as if you were like reusing a, you know, a car at a shipbreak, car breakers or something. Same kind of concept, really. Now, can I? Oh, no, I won't be able to pull that out yet. I'm gonna have to cut a bit of this up as well. Come on.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Getting a bit warm there. I need to. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut this as well. Right, we should be able to pull this out. Yep, here we go.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
So this is the reactor housing. Of course, with the reactor in it. Gotta be fairly careful with it because it will blow up. I've had it blow up in my face quite a few times.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Please stop spinning so much. Just move it over there. Right, stop. Still got a little bit of a spin on it, but it'll do.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
What's this piece? Processor. Is that a piece of metal? Oh, it's just a piece of fuel pipe. I thought that were in the furnace then, not getting salvaged. Right, let's pull the reactor off.
Reactor meltdown.
Very carefully.
Action urgently required.
Okay, and down you go. Ta-da!
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. We wrap.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
But yeah, each working shift, like I say, is 15 minutes. And then in that shift, on the certain particular ship that you're currently doing anyway, you've got work orders, which is typically just like recycle a certain amount of materials or electrical equipment or that kind of stuff, or for instance that reactor that we just recycled. And other than that, there's things like the ECU, which is currently in this room. If we open this side panel up, ready for next time. There we go. Wow, 5 million. Jesus. I don't think I've made that much before in one turn. All them panels. But yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff. Good money. So the costs are slowly going down, but not by much. Make sure my equipment's... yeah, I'll repair that. So what I'm aiming for currently is the split saw cutting grade increase, which allows me to cut the actual ship hull up, so them really massive chunks that tend to be kind of difficult to move about. You could actually cut them in half as well then, because the mining laser will be big enough, the cutting laser. Whereas at the moment it won't let you, it just says nope. However, all these metals, the aluminum and stuff, you can cut them just fine. Most of the support struts and bars, you can cut them. But otherwise you have to cut at like specific joints, which you probably saw earlier on, which is signified as cutting points.
Non-material processed. Credits deposited.
Let's get everything out of this.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So there should be some coolant in here, so I'll have that. And then in order to disconnect that, just cut this pipe. Ooh, shit.
Damage.
Apparently it still had some oxygen in there. Not oxygen, coolant. Hey, up is his hand frozen? I've never seen that before. It's awesome. There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There shouldn't have actually been any coolant in there, especially considering the pipe here is disconnected. But oh well. Yeah, see, there shouldn't have been any in there, but fair enough. Right, let's get into the rest of the ship. Get all those internals out. Oh, I need to get out of the way. There we go. Oh, nice. There's O2 canister. Just gonna leave that there for future use. Oh, there's a random power cell. I don't know what you actually do with those.
Material deposited.
It doesn't indicate where it needs to go either. Oh, I'll send it down there. Does it go down there? No, it doesn't. I hope it's going to blow that canister up. The fuel tank. It's kind of cool. Right, so my oxygen tank is there, just so I know. There's a lot of freaking chairs.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
So there's a data pad there. I'll have that. Right, so we want all the electrical components, all the mechanical components, and apparently a whole bunch of these chairs anyway, for furniture wise, you know.
salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So these are considered mechanical door consoles and whatnot.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right, how many do we need? Up to 33. Wow, okay. That's going to be nearly every single computer terminal going.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I mean, that's a good chunk of the electrical. What are we at now? 11.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I mean, I suppose lights might actually count as electrical as well, but hey, up! Started a fire.
Salvage secured.
What's actually burning? Is that another data module? Yeah. No, it's dead. I'm gonna try and pick it up before it burnt up. Obviously one of the sparks set it off.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Right, so pretty much this half of the top half of the ship is free of components, so I could probably slice all that off in a minute.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, so we need about another 16, 17
Salvage deposit
electrical
accepted.
components.
Credits transferred.
Some nice big cargo crates as well.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Whoops, didn't mean to put a tether on that, but never mind. Is there anything else in that room?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go, I think there's some fuel. Yep. Tiny little piece of fuel. Better be careful that I don't hit anything, so it'll just explode.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There's even some oxygen in there as well. Might as well grab that now.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, let's get the roof off. Gotta be careful not to cut anything of value. That could still be of value anyway. I think I just burnt some chairs up, but never mind. So, I just want to cut just that piece there if possible. Yep.
Deposit accepted.
Oh, I just sliced a big slice in the ship, but never mind. That should have made way for the roof to come off, more or less. I'll just need to cut the wall on the other side. I'll just cut it at the bottom, hopefully it should all free up. So I can just cut a little bit more over here. And quite possibly over here. Yeah, just there, look.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
Alright, well, I'll have a nice big chunk of metal to go into the
Raw
furnace in a
material
minute.
processed. Credits deposited.
I'll grab that one. There we go. Alright, so that's 3. That can all go into the furnace. That's a bloody big chunk. The entire roof. If it proves a little bit too much to get to the furnace, I'll have to cut it in half again, but it looks like that'll probably make it. Got all them bloody chairs. Well, we can get the ones on the edge, no problem. Nice and fast and easy.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
How many of these chairs do I need? A lot. Pretty much all of them, actually.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Kind of annoying.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, damn it. Come on, grab it. There we go. Nope. Surprised it's not destroyed. They seem rather easily damaged.
Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
About halfway there.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
It's probably going to be worth going to the other side now, so I don't have to move it as far.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Ooh, how much more furniture do I need? Another 7.
Salvage secured.
Oh, damn it.
Account credit applied.
Okay, well, bye, chair. Oh, I've got it. Never mind. Oh, maybe not. It was too far down. It's gone to live a life of freedom.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
Stuff for the furnace.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
We should get all the furniture done in time.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, there goes another chair. God damn it. Oh well, bye. What's that? Scrap. Alright, so is there any more furniture lying around? Looks like I literally sheared the part of the wall off. Yeah, I definitely get a lot faster. I'm slowly getting used to like dismantling certain things now. I have a little bit more of an idea of what I'm doing. 1.3, it's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. Let's make sure my equipment's still in decent working order. The grapple needs repairing. And then let's finish that ship off. I should be able to finish it off in one more shift. So we still need a few more electrical, a few more bits of furniture, a lot of mechanical. That's all like the door levers and hatches and stuff. I don't know just how many of them we've got though. There's one there. Hopefully there'll be enough mechanical. Right, anyway, this entire floor segment can now go. Got it there. There we go, and then down here. More piece. Right, there we go, that piece should be separate. Into the furnace. Is it moving? It is, but the tether's not going to last. Put another one on the corner. And a bit of scrap.
Material deposited.
There we go, it's on its way. Right, so there's a couple more bits of electrical in here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I was kind of reeling it in instead of putting a tether on it. One more on this side.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Come on, stop losing the grip. There we go. Oh, is that the... oh, that's the metal.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So we're done for the metal. Is there anything else in here? There should be a door control panel in here actually. There it is. That's classed as mechanical. It's the one on the inner wall as well. Nope. There's one there though. More furniture there to finish that off. Salvage mechanical failed. Looks like there's not enough mechanical components left. Well, that sucks. It's not like I've destroyed any though, so I don't know where all the mechanical components are. So there's one there. It won't even let me attempt to finish the mechanical components thing, even though there's some here. Unless I destroyed it when I launched it down there, and there were literally just enough. Maybe. Is there actually anything of value still in this particular thing? What's that? A battery pack. Apparently it goes to the badge. There's nothing really there. I think that's it for this. So this whole... oh, what's that actually? What's that? Atmosphere regulator. This whole thing can now go into the furnace.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
Nice big chunk. Better get a couple of tethers on that. So like it's going to break them all anyway. There we go. Get that moving. So that piece of scrap that's in the way. That was messing up my tethers.
Deposit accepted.
Right, so furniture wise, we only need like 2.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go. That's furniture done. What else do we need? We need
Salvage
another 11 electrical and a bunch of storage. Is there no computer? Oh, there we go. Computer terminals.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And then there should be some actually in the cockpit as well.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oops. Right, let's cut this in half.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
The whole thing. Whoop, bit of frame lag there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right, is that actually in half? No, I think there's still a piece there, look. It's a bit weird. There we go. Still some connectors there. Is it connected at the bottom as well? Yeah. There we go. Let that float apart just a little bit, and then I can empty the room that's inside it. I think that's as far as it's going to float. Let's get it moving. It's not actually going that way, but it's got to go to the furnace. There we go. I don't know if this is considered storage. I know there's storage in the cockpit though.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh yeah, atmosphere regulator there.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Warning, oxygen reserves are low.
Alright, well there's some oxygen there, so that'll do.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Come on, back out of the door. There we go. Right, is that everything?
Salvage
Looks
secured.
like it.
Account credit applied.
Right, this whole thing can now go into the furnace. We've got just a tiny little portion of the ship left. Some posters and electrics. I've got to be careful pulling these out because last time I caused them all to explode. That's probably the wrong one to pull out there. Get one of these ones out first. There we go. Just about. How many more electrical do I need? About 6.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Somebody had 2 of the same poster up on the wall. Where'd the other one float off to? There.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift
5
before
minutes.
they turn the lights out on you. Either pattern.
Let's want to at least get the electrical done,
Secured. Credits
and we'll
deposited.
try as best to get the storage done as well. Won't be worth coming back for
Salvage
another
secured.
shift.
Account credit applied.
Oh, yeah, where are you going? How much electrical? One more.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
That should be it. Did I not get credit for that? Did it not go in? No, it didn't. God damn it. Now it's classed as scrap. I don't know, I just don't often use the scanner. But there's some cargo there, some comms. That's the cargo room, as it were. Yeah, I just don't often use this room. The scanner. For the most part, I know what stuff is, so... What's that? A personal terminal. Yep. Looks like you can't do anything with it though. Does this want it? Probably not. Right, this part of the ship can go. In fact, I still need one more electric. I need the electric. I don't want to risk not completing the round, that work order. Right, let's make sure it goes somewhere where there's not too much where it can smash up against. There we go. Right, that's work order done.
Salvage secured.
See, it's just storage that's left, which is all in there, but it's going to be awkward to get out in time, anyway. And that's why, because the panels are connected to the storage, so they don't come free, which is really annoying. So how much storage do I need? Oh, I don't even think there's enough in there.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I think there's like maybe I don't know. Well, actually no, there should be enough. There's some on both sides. There's nowhere near enough time to do it though.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Come on, let me get out. There we go.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Yeah, because there's some there, and there's some behind these panels.
Credits
Is it
deposited.
this that's holding it together? Nah, I thought this could have come out. Whoops. So we're still gonna go in? Nope. damn it. There we go. Yeah, definitely not enough time though to get all the salvage. But hey ho. Oh, there you go, it's freeing that one up. That's what I'm talking about though, the panels shouldn't really be connected to the storage. It's kind of annoying. So we're short 4. Yeah, so I almost had enough time. About another half a minute and I could have done it. Oh well. Still making plenty of money. Right, we should have enough now, I think, for the cutting grade increase, so I can start cutting hull apart now. Let's so let's go for a nice big heavy cargo now. They're very different, and I'm not used to them one bit. But I'll have a go. Oh, excuse me. See, these ones have all sorts of like, I don't know, armor plating, I guess, and whatnot as well. And they've got sensor arrays and random stuff like that, and it's just completely different. So
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
but yeah, there's no like nacelles on the side, and the airlocks are at the back. And then obviously there's no chairs, there's just loads and loads and loads and loads of cargo.
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels increasing. Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Oh, that room was depressurized, unpressurized. Well, that's kind of pointless. I can't pressurize it either. But yeah, look, it's just one massive cargo room. I found a key, didn't I? Yeah, I found a key. Here we go. Oh, maybe I don't. Do I not have any keys left? Nope. Okay. Well, this could be a little bit more dangerous. Unless I find a key somewhere.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Let's have a very quick search around for a key. Let's have a look in all these rooms. No. Whoop.
Air pressure level decreasing.
The scanner won't tell me where keys are though, will it? But yeah, so systems. There's the power generator on the other side. Oh yeah, objects. Oh, there you go. Is that, what's that? All the way over there. Oh, that's the repair thing, isn't it? Is that a key? I think that's the key right there, isn't it? There. Wow. I probably never would have seen that as well. I guess the scanner is useful for something. Oh, you! Oh! I think did I break it? No, I didn't. Thank God for that. I thought I broke conveyor terminal then. Right, okay, so the fuel's been switched off. Let's get access to outside. This is what I like about the cargo ships though, is you can literally open the cargo latches on the roof. There we go. And then they go to the processor. Should make it. Where's the other one floating away to? Oh, they're both here.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
No, let's go down a bit. There we go. Right, so yeah, I am very unfamiliar with this ship, so as to how to start dismantling pieces of the hull I'm not really sure, but let's just go around cutting all the connection points off. Oh, steady. Oh well, there's the points to get rid of the sensor array. It's actually got 4 connection points on it. Has it got another one? Yep, there we go. So that's the sensor array disconnected. That looks like, what's that? A heatsink. Okay, I've never seen a heatsink before. Looks like that piece and that piece connect this panel. Nice. So just one piece it is. I should be able to shift that. Whoop. My guy was like, holy shit!
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay. Is that like a little crane? An industrial hoist?
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Where's there must be some more connection points on these, or are these actually separate now? Possibly. There's connection points on the ground as well though, so we'll cut them. I don't know if there's any free oxygen canisters on this ship, so I'm just gonna go buy some.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are critical.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Oxygen levels
There we go.
stabilized.
Should be enough for rest at shift. Send this down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit.
So, oh, these are probably holding all those panels together, aren't they? Technically, yeah.
We've got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
See, even so though, shouldn't all that, all the way over to here, be technically disconnected, even if it's one big piece? Can I pull this off? Oh, it's the whole thing. Okay. I've got an entire giant crane, railing and arm all in one. Oh, dropped it. Yeah, I was not expecting to have to move this entire thing. Let's just slap a tether on it actually. There you go. Down you go. Don't you break on me. Thank you. See, I would have thought
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
that this entire thing would have been disconnected. Let's find out. I guess that's an yep, there we go. It's a rather large segment, but it is going. Needs to move over a little bit further though. I'll risk getting pulled into the furnace. Oh, that's wrong piece. Oh damn it, I don't want to cancel this tether though. Ugh. Oh, I can just cancel just that one tether. Thank God for that. Don't get pulled into the furnace, please. They really need to reduce the pull of the furnace. It's really annoying. Well, it's going. Looks like this is separate as well, so that's going in. Looks like we pulled half the ship with that pull.
Eligible object processed. Credits deposited. Deposit not accepted.
Oh, it had some aluminum on it. Okay, I take it these basically just give you money for putting them in the barge. Can I not pull it? Well, I can only just.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Bye. I better get rid of these side panels.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, but I won't be able to because they're on it. I'm gonna have to remove these first, more or less, aren't I? So you can't reel it in,
Cutter,
but you can pull it to one side.
let's put a bow on this shift.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
There we go. I wonder how much these are worth.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
5 seconds. The cargo hatch is worth the most. Wow. Oh, shipping crates. So they're worth about 80-ish K a time. I suppose that's not bad. Should get away with that. I still think the shift timer should be a little bit longer though, so you can get stuff done.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Come on, over this way please.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, it's gonna go a little out. Oh well, that panel is separate.
Salvage secured. Account credit.
Okay. So that one's tether's broke already. As long as it's heading in the correct direction though. Yep, keep going. There we go.
Object accepted for processing. Credits.
Oh shit!
Reserves are low.
Ouch!
Remind you
Jesus Christ! Is it? I think he's gonna die.
warning. Health levels are critical.
Wow! Quick, get to the terminal. Jesus! No!
A ticket has been received.
Oh! Whoops! Wow, that was severe. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what? I think this was too heavy for me to push like the other ones, so I obviously force pushed myself into oblivion, basically. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen that happen. Rather unfortunate way to die.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, so let's disconnect a few more of these panels.
Count credit
Is that already this one already done? Yeah. So we've got the fuses on this side. I'm not really sure what the fuses do, to be honest, but I'll try and disconnect them. See, there's a bit of a glitch with these as well, because if you try to pick them up, sometimes it'll slam you against the wall, like that.
Damage detected.
Oh my god!
Repair kits to avoid invalidating your warranty.
I better go get my fix my air. Yeah, there's still a good few bugs. That one you can recreate pretty easily.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
At least about, I don't know, I'd say 50% of the time, picking a fuse up slams you against the wall,
Credits deposited.
which I'm pretty sure shouldn't happen. So yeah. So I believe the rest of the fuses are on the other side. Let's get this big panel out of the way. Is it disconnected? I don't think that one's disconnected. Oh, I need to get the cargo rack off it anyway. It almost sounds like somebody screaming in the background when you're cutting something. It's very faint, but it is there. Oh, this is going into the processor anyway. It's not like the other one with a hatch on it. Oh, there you go, that piece is moving now though.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Ah, send this piece as well while you're at it. Why not? That piece has got some proper momentum. It's like I'm going first. Right, let's have a look. I wish there were a slightly faster way of moving these cargo containers. Come on. Oh, you goddamn. That cargo container's like, I'm not going down there. So I lost the cargo container there, but never mind.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
go. So the
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
container's done. So is it these that are holding the ship together, or there's plenty of these? Is that what's holding the catwalk together? No.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes.
Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Again. I can't get out through that way. Oh, there we go. Don't normally bug me about my oxygen quite that much. Okay, fine, I'll go get some oxygen. Jesus.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your...
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright, so what's separate? Looks like this is. Don't panic, it's not going to hit you.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
So that's centerpiece. Does that mean that's separate? Don't look separate. Oh, it is. It's a nice big piece. Alright. Oh. Can I make it actually get over there without connecting to that one? There we go, just about. No, it's going to break it because that's moving now. It's 2,000 kilograms. The grapple won't be able to move that as well. That'll be right. Is it going to move that way? No.
Valuable
Damn
object
it.
processed. Credits deposited.
So is there a way to disconnect the sections of panelling? I suppose I could just cut it. Whoa-ly!
We got about a minute left.
Okay, so that cut a massive segment. That's going to blow the reactor up, that, innit? I'm backing up. Yeah. Well, it's not blowing up yet, but it's going. Both coolant as well. Oh, because this pipe's running on the other side. Oh well. Right, let's get this into the processor. I'm gonna stay away from there for a minute. Oh, is that not even disconnected? It should be. Oh no, there's a connection over there. Yeah, destroyed a coolant pipe, it says, and that's what caused the explosion. But, whoops. Oh well. Oh, my cutter's nearly destroyed. Is it still on fire? Or has it stopped? It stopped. Looks like that we're really lucky. Oh no, the coolant's still going though, but the fire stopped. Still, I better keep my distance.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Right, is this separate now? It doesn't look like it, but it should be. There we go. Ugh, stupid tethers. Not sure if one tether will be enough. It might be. Don't think these are actually holding anything on. But I'll cut them anyway. No, I don't think it does, is it? No, it don't. It's right. Let's make sure these are disconnected. What the What the hell? Oh, there's a pipe there. God damn it. I couldn't even see it. There we go. Yeah, I must have cut right through a pipe. Oh well. It's going from one disaster to another.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
What? Oh. Is that panel separate?
Secured.
Yeah.
Credits deposited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Don't hit me. Don't hit anything else either. There we go. Is that still going in? Slowly but surely?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
What's that? Oh, another heatsink.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, there's the power generator. Oh, the fuses just came off. The rest of them, that is.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
A heat spreader. Oh, we've salvaged enough coolant.
Account credit applied.
What else is there to do? The ECU, the reactor. The ECU's obviously in this room because, yeah. Coolant leaking everywhere. Oh, that stopped moving. Go the rest of the way, please. Oop, that's gaining some momentum. Jesus. Did that tether break already?
Valuable object.
God damn it.
Credits awarded.
Come on, last little bit. Right, so what's the best way to get the reactor out of there without blowing us all up? Has it still got all the engines connected to it and everything? Yeah. It's got pipes connected to it on the other side and everything, man.
Credits deposited.
Oh yeah, I know. It's like you just get so relaxed, and then next 1 minute, just literally everything's blowing up. It's just like, what? Gonna move this out. Apparently. Oh, no, you're going a bit far down there. Know where you're going. I thought I'd better get it out. I didn't necessarily think it'd go all the way in, but yeah. I should better get it in this side now.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
What's that? A coolant pipe.
Warning.
That must have been what it
Your
ricocheted on.
reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Oh, it's rotated. I wonder if you could get it out from underneath. Maybe not. There's a lot of fuel tanks there. Oh, it's actually completely separate there. get some air.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are critical.
Welcome to Metatron 9000. Have an
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
So the only way really to pull that out would be to get rid of the pipes. But the them particular pipes may leak. And there's quite a lot of them. Yeah, it's a big ship, massive. This one's really complicated. It's some sort of like cargo ship, but it's
You got 5
ridiculous.
minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on
There's it still thinks this is connected. Okay, disconnect it at this side. Welcome back, by the way, as well. Can I pull it out? Oh, it is budging a little bit. There we go. Looks like that pipe disconnected.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
So you still took the panels off, but that's massive. But I almost caused a bit of a disaster earlier on because I've got that upgrade that allows you to cut the hull pieces now on the saw cutter, and I see what people mean by it being pretty much a weapon of mass destruction, because
Urgent action required.
yeah, it cut literally like straight through the ship, not just what I wanted it to cut.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
But it's got all sorts of really weird components on the ship as well. Like it's got some random heat sinks and that kind of stuff, heat spreaders, like weird little conveyor belt cranes and all sorts. See, we've not seen these before in the other ships, the heat sinks. Just a random little box, like a CPU. Where are you going? Jesus Christ, it was just pushing me that way. It's like, I'm going this way, thanks, bye.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just to start cutting really some of these big pieces up. So yeah, I could cut that in half. Let's try and do it somewhat safely. But this is actually like the hull pieces that... Oh, can you still not cut the support beam though? Apparently not. Maybe not. No, apparently you can't cut that. So what's the point in that? So literally all you can cut is the actual metal though, the nanocarbon. However, if I cut it from the outside in, it would just cut straight through the ship. And it's not what I want.
Salvage
Yeah, exactly. False advertising. But that is some pretty thick metal, that though. But yeah, I suppose that would be a way to try and
Time to start wrapping things up.
make these light enough to move yourself. But yeah, I would have thought you would have been able to destroy those main beams. But apparently not. But this one is light enough for me to move now, so... you missed me die as well earlier on. I tried pushing one of them, and I've got like an increased force push as well now, so I push really hard, and it just pushed me back into the wall, completely shattered my screen, and my guy just suffocated to death with blood all over his face. Kind of brutal.
Deposit accepted.
Oh. $4.8 million. No, it didn't push me into the furnace. But I have actually heard that you can actually get pulled into the furnace or the processor, and they'll actually recycle your body. So we've still got the ECU to go, a lot of electrical stuff, furniture, mechanicals, a lot of metal, fuel. I've seen loads of fuel, so we definitely can do that one. Grapple, repair that. Is there any upgrades I can get? Heat capacity. That's weird. How come down here it's showing 0? I've got 50, nearly 1600. For some reason it's showing 0 down here. Oh well, I guess it don't really matter. That's 2500. I don't have enough of that. Yeah, I still hope they do go in that direction. Purchase the grapple at 10,000. Jesus Christ. Fuel capacity, braking rate. Got nothing left on that. Audio resync. But yeah, let's finish that ship. But yeah, I'm still hopeful at some point they do bring out some kind of yeah, exactly. That's just evil. Yeah, blow the ship up while your mate's inside, detonate the reactor. But yeah, I do hope that you could eventually do like ships like that, massive like massive dreadnoughts and battleships and this, that and the other, and all of you can work on it as a team. I think that would be pretty cool. Right, so the ECU is in there. The question is, how do I get it out without completely destroying everything? Is that a data panel? Data drive, yep. Yoink. Can I still open this door? Apparently. Oh, come on. Let's get rid of that catwalk, it's in the way. There's some pipes under it, so let's hope it doesn't, yeah. So I only disconnected that piece.
Processing valuable object.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about, I mean I'll have a go, but the only thing I'm worried about is that the new grade cutter cuts all the way through and cuts the ECU. That's the only thing a little dubious about, but we'll have a go. I'll try and stay away from where the ECU actually is. Better get a bit more direct under. Well, so far so good. Yep, there we go. I don't know if it's still connected to the panel. Nah, I think it's just the panel. Yep, there we go, it's just kind of connected. No, that's what some people are asking for. They're asking for the higher grade cutter to be like a toggle rather than on all the time. Right, let's get those little canisters out before I start cutting tubes away. Is there only that one? Oh no, there's one there. God damn! That shouldn't even have coolant in it. Whoa! Okay. Well, the ECU's still intact, so it's alright. We've got some nice 60s music. Reminds me of the Fallout music, that actually.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It's a bit of a shame though, really, though, because the cutter's actually not as powerful as you think. Although it can actually cut stuff like that now. Wow, that's actually a pretty impressive piece of cut. But it still can't cut like gigantic beams, the actual structural beams. So some of the pieces you can't really actually still cut reliably. Still, it does make some cuts and pieces a little bit easier. The industrial gecko is an absolute. It's just completely different. It's it's compared to the Planet Hopper one. The actual items in it, the structure of the ship, everything, it's all completely different.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Alright, is this separate? But yeah, it had oh no, it's part of the cockpit. That. Can I cut this piece off, I wonder? Maybe from inside. Well, actually, I wonder if I can just slice it straight down. Oh no, it won't let me. Cause can you see these beams? You still can't cut those, which is a little disappointing, really. I suppose I could still take this top section off.
Salvage destroyed.
What salvage?
Visit your training.
Apparently, I destroyed a tiny little piece of nanocarbon. Is that still not separate? Nope. God damn. Oh wow, I can't cut that either. Oh well, I'm just gonna leave it. I'll leave it as one big piece. This is separate though. Let's get this out of the way. Make sure I can actually push it before I actually try to push it.
Not accepted.
Oops, I put some hull in there. Never mind. Right, well this is all going in the furnace. I should be able to cut that in half and send it in.
Salvage destroyed.
Salvage destroyed. Is that not separate now? What's holding it together? Oh, it's not cut all the way through. There we go. Apparently it's 2.3 tons, so it's still not small enough for me to shift myself. Oh, there's an atmosphere regulator there. Damn it, couldn't grab it. Never mind. It's fair shifting.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Deposit accepted.
See, is this separate? Yeah, I can get this out of the way, can't I? Yeah. Random little panels and stuff. What's this piece? Just a piece of hull. I think these are the pieces of the hull that I accidentally cut earlier on.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Affordable oxygen supplies.
Alright, I better go get some
Purchase
oxygen.
Master Jack.
Salvage secured.
But yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure how useful the upgraded cutter is when it comes to like cutting the really big structural parts. Because so far I've not really used it that much, and it's just made cutting some of these a little bit more dangerous. But yeah, I'm sure it'll come in handy here or there, but otherwise it might be a bit more of a curse than a blessing. But personally, I also reckon that really, when it says you can cut the outer hull, you should actually be able to cut, you know, all of the outer hull, not just the metal blocks. Right, so we still need furniture, electrical, storage. We might as well get all this fuel out because we need that.
Credits awarded.
Preferably without blowing any of it up. Oh, that rupture did that tank.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, probably, yeah. You accidentally blow a load of stuff up. Causes you to die several times.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Is that gonna blow up? Yeah! I didn't get credit for the fuel, but yeah, it's still nice to see. Oh shit! I don't want it blowing up in my face though.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So have we still got enough fuel to finish this mission? Possibly. I also need to get all those engines out, so it looks like I'll probably be back for our final shift in order to completely finish this ship off.
Salvage deposit accepted.
I think they do need to do some optimizing on particle effects, because it even causes my computer to lag quite significantly when there's particle effects on the screen like that. Oh, there you go, they're disappearing now. How much more fuel do we need?
Credits deposited.
Oh, that one more should do, as long as it don't blow up. So let's be nice and careful and send it where there's nothing else, so it don't blow up. There we go.
Salvage
Another work order complete.
credits transferred.
In fact, can I pull the engines out this side? Sort of, yeah. It's a little slow, but yeah.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I don't even have to take the thruster caps off. The fuck? Oh, come on! Whoops! It hit a gas canister and blew up.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
There we go.
Salvage secured.
So I lost the thruster there, but never mind. 'Is any more connections up here? No. So these two segments of the ship separate now then, or is it just one big piece? If it's one big piece, then the cutter might finally be useful. Oh, there's some there, look. Is that it? I think so. I think this back piece is one big piece, more or less. So yeah, destroyed. Got all that stuff that's destroyed apparently. One thruster. Damn. %65%. Nah, that'll do. Right, let's do the last work shift on this. I don't know. In fact, because I got them engines out, I don't know if it was actually worth coming back. But there's typically quite a bit of money in all this metal, so we'll have a go. I need to get all the storage out of that compartment. We still need some mechanical as well. Or is that separate? Oh, there we go.
Material deposited.
That's definitely separate. All these random little pieces. Alright, let's just clear this out and get this whole thing in to the furnace. Oh, I can get those ladders out. Can access it from up here. Oh, there's a mechanical. I wonder what the ladders are considered.
Salvage secured.
Well, it's not classed as furniture or anything, so maybe it is classed as mechanical. Come on, grab the ladders. Yeah. Right, so all that's out.
Credits transferred.
I think this entire rig now is separate, apart from the airlock stuff. Let's try and get this entire thing. Oh no, because this is processor, isn't it? So I'm gonna have to cut this. Let's see if I cut some unintentional stuff as well. Did it cut all the way through? Not quite. Oh, it did actually. Oh, that's what's holding it together. Oh, it's that freaking bar. I need to cut down a bit further. And it just sliced the hull in part. Yeah. Oh well. It makes it class as scrap if you cut it that way. There we go. Oh, so this is all considered scrap as well now. Oh, this one isn't. Can I move it? Yeah. Better tether. Well, it's past the furnace safely. There we go. This piece should be relatively easy to move though.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded. Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
Please revisit your training. Because a tiny little piece of aluminum made it through. Right, is that separate? No, looks like the back's still holding it on. I don't. I want that door panel. Right, let's have a look. So what? Is it still connected? There. Oh, not where I'm going to cut, but okay. Is that it? No. There we are. Right, so this bit, all this is destined for the furnace, I believe. I better just double check there's no mechanical components inside. Yep, there we go. I'll check the other side. Oh, the catwalk's considered processor. Is there a way to detach it? I think you just literally got to slice it off. There we go. That should be it. Bye. Oh, apparently we've got enough titanium. There we go. This should all be safe. I mean, the pipes aren't meant to go in there, but I'm not bothered about them. So all this can now go into the furnace. Okay, it might need more than one tether there. It's a little. It's going to be a little slow otherwise. I think it's clipping on that. It's right. It'll make it. Somewhat satisfying though about sending massive chunks into the furnace. Right, and then this massive chunk. See, this is the problem I have with the upgraded cutter. I wouldn't actually be able to slice this in half, and any panels that I take out are considered scrap rather than processable. So it kind of makes the higher grade cutter a little useless, really, when it comes down to it. You can tell that is a massive piece.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder: asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Yeah, personally now, after I've used it a good couple of times, it really isn't worth it. Not really. I think it's something they want to revise a little bit down the line.
Credits deposited.
Make it so that they can, so it can cut all of it. You know, I mean, what's the point of being able to cut like what's probably like a foot thick bloody piece of metal and can't even cut a simple beam? Let's go get some oxygen. I must admit though, the devs do actually seem actually interested in what people are saying. Like when it comes to stuff like the shift timer and things like that. It looks like the devs are actually taking note and thinking about it. Oh, apparently there's still some fuel left in that one pipe. And that pipe.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Maybe I should send it to a processor that doesn't have a big chunk of metal in the way. Yeah, personally, I do prefer a lot of indie game companies over these really big, like multi-billion production companies, because they're just that all they really care about is profitability. When it comes down to it, they don't really have a passion for the game. A lot of these smaller companies, they've not really made the game just simply because they want to make money. It's because, you know, they like the concept of their game. They want to realise its potential. Don't go into the furnace. And I mean, let's be fair as well, a lot of these nice little indie games, they've actually been some of the big... Where did that go? Oh, nowhere. Some of these little indie games have actually been some of the biggest hits as well. I mean, just look at Minecraft, for instance. You know, like one, then eventually like 2 or 3 people were working on that, and ended up becoming a... well, near enough a bloody £1 billion game that Microsoft just had to buy. Oh, you mean these?
Valuable object
Jacks? Yeah.
credits awarded.
I'm surprised they don't get pulled out of the way. Because they're not anchored to anything, they're just floating in space. So you'd imagine a piece of metal this size would actually pull that as well. But, yeah. Well, I don't know, I mean... It says it's, like, at least a good 20 tons or something. They're massive in weight. That's probably why they don't move anywhere. But yeah, I think a lot of people don't use them because they just don't really realise they're, like, you know, something you can anchor to. But I think they're quite useful if you need to move something like away from the furnace. I've still got a tether on it. Oh well, there's another one. To be honest, I've not really watched anyone else really play this game. The badge? What's this? It's a tiny little piece of component. Oh, it's one of those mounting things. Yeah, I've not really watched anyone else actually play this game yet, so I'm not really sure how other people are kind of, you know, doing certain things and whatnot. I should take a bit of time out at some point and actually just watch somebody else. It might give me some ideas, or just to see what other people are doing. A crew bed. We can actually pull the entire bed off. Is that a recording? It's a personal terminal. Goes to the barge. I guess this is the year 3000's bloody Switch, Nintendo Switch.
Salvage deposit accepted.
What? Salvage electrical, it's failed.
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. We wrap.
Let's cut the glass out so I can get in there. Oh man, yeah, I've not got very long left. Oh, there you go. I'm probably not going to be able to do the storage work order, but oh, this is a mattress. Apparently they don't want to save the mattress. They'll have the bed though, apparently. Where's the other one? There.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Anybody want a second-hand mattress? That's probably why it's going into the furnace. Now quick, get the bed. Damn it. There we go. Just in time. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Bed bugs and all that. So, work order wise, we did need furniture. We need more mechanical. I don't even think there's enough mechanical on that ship either. I don't know why the electrical failed, but they probably just want enough left, maybe. But yeah. Right, so we're at 3,700 points LT. I still don't think there's anything else we can afford. Oh, we can afford stuff like the heat capacity and stuff. I would like that. I would like to be able to purchase the grapple. That's range. That's braking rate though. Fuel. Okay, oh, that's the oxygen recharge. And then audio resynth. Let's get that. See what else we can hear out in space. And start a new one. There's not really enough left on that ship, I don't think. there's going to be what, like 3 or 4 terminals maybe, and then some storage. That's about it. Let's have a look. So we've got all the station hoppers, and there's another heavy cargo. What would you like to see? Another station hopper, or see the start of the heavy cargo again? The ship that I've just done, basically. But yeah, going down in the grades, they don't seem to be all that different, really. Yeah, I probably will be slightly faster at it, but that was like the first time I did a heavy cargo ship. But I'll probably be faster at it this time than I was last time, maybe. Yeah, they're quite a bit different. Oh, this one doesn't have an antenna array on it. Oh yeah, it does. It's at the back. Looks like it might have 2 actually. Yeah, these ones don't have nacelles, they've got sensor arrays instead. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Push F please, there we go.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
It's already depressurized. But yeah, these cargo containers are what takes the longest amount of time to move because they're so heavy. Get this one first. Into the processor, please.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
It's a nice chunk of metal to start everything off. Come on, open the door. This one as well. I'm gonna have to push that one. Did I not disconnect it properly? Yeah, it should be. Ooh! Okay. Oh no, I've missed one. There it is. Wondered why it wasn't opening. There we go. This is worried about being hit by it. Nope, you're going a little off grid there. Down a little bit. Don't lose it. That one didn't go to plan. Come on. Down, 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 down. Okay, I'll let that come down a little bit. Actually no, it'll be in the way. Here we go. There we are.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Right. But yeah, these are some of the weird things obviously that are on this one that aren't on the other ship. Like there's actually like mechanical hoists. Where is it? Is it on this side this time? No, apparently it doesn't have one. I don't know how they moved these crates about then. Yeah, before, on one of these rails, it had like a proper mechanical grip arm, which obviously I've not seen before, but this time it looks like there isn't one. Let's see if there's a key around here as well, because I'm going to need one. Oh, there you go. Yoink. Alright, so that's the fuel sorted. I think this is still compressed. Let's yep.
Your log pressure levels dropping.
It didn't release that explosively, so that's good. Alright, let's start stripping the roof. I think is there more down there? I can't remember. No, this is where all the coolant is though. I'll just go around and strip all of the main panels off. Oh. See, to be honest, those station hoppers, they are definitely miles easier and faster to dismantle than these are. There's just a hell of a lot more parts involved with the cargo ships. Be careful I don't rupture that coolant tank. Not as far as I can see, no. I'm at rank 9 now, and these the Class 6 ships are the highest ones I've managed to unlock. So I think that's it now. I think they just go up in difficulty, in complexity, as it were. So I think this cargo ship is probably the most large and complex ship that you could probably work on. So yeah, unfortunately they don't really get much bigger than this. I think that's why some people were complaining about, you know, ship differences or the lack thereof. Oh, they're definitely adding more. They've said as much. It's just a matter of when. Obviously, can I not fit through there? Obviously, they don't want people to get bored of the game before they release more ships.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got a lot of potential. It's like we were saying though, I think the possibility of multiplayer would literally just propel this massively. Because it's something that a lot of people would want. I don't think there's any oxygen canisters. Oh, that's another thing about this particular style of ship as well. There don't seem to be any like free oxygen canisters or fuel canisters. But yeah, I think more ship types, maybe the possibility of multiplayer to some extent at least. Even if it's only like two players just doing this, what I'm doing now, but just two people to doing it together. I think that'd be a big difference. But I think definitely bigger ships, more variety at least.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Leaderboard. Oh yeah, maybe yeah. A leaderboard for how fast you can completely salvage a ship from top to bottom. That'd be kind of cool as well.
Cutter,
I know I wouldn't be on the top of it, like, but there you go.
Get in while the getting's good. We were out.
Yeah, I definitely won't be on the top of the leaderboard.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, I can just imagine people like trying to rush as much as possible and making some absolutely disastrous mistakes. But yeah, I think the biggest thing they need to think about right now is the shift timer. I reckon the shift timer just needs to be at least that little bit longer. Maybe not drastically, but just a little bit. And
Account credit applied.
and then I think the next main thing that most people are going to be interested in is just ship variety. And maybe also to some extent input like some sort of like scenario type stuff as well, or maybe a little bit more kind of story progression, as it were, in a way. You know, so maybe you can discover, you know, why you've ended up with like £1 billion worth of debt, well, dollars or whatever it is in this game. I won't mind seeing that as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some sort of. I mean, when they do like ship variations and things like that, yeah, they could put like warships, you know, military ships, mining barges, like futuristic mining barges of some sort. You know, waste disposal vessels. So there's like biohazards and things like that. All that kind of stuff would you know, totally change the game. Make it that little bit more interesting. Yeah, exactly. Charge you for not finishing on time. I think That piece might be in danger. If it clips, it'll probably pull that way.
We're getting down to the wire. Let's
Yep,
put
see?
a bow on this shift.
Don't go into the furnace. It's alright, I might as well use my tethers because this shift is nearly over. Oh, that's not even connecting to anything. So I could do with figuring out a faster way of
Object accepted for processing.
moving
Credits deposited.
the containers off, because they're connected to these as far as I could tell. See, or maybe if you, there you go. So that's how you disconnect them from the panels. So that's alright. That makes getting rid of the containers a lot faster actually. So I'll work on that next. Wow, my cutter's broken. Oh, look at that, the tether's still working. Right, so to stop the cargo containers floating away, you take these pieces off. It's good to know.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Don't know what that tether broke for, but oh well. Don't you go taking my containers. Come on, container, move over. Down you go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, both of these containers are stuck together.
Salvage secured. Account
Apparently.
credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There we go.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
See, I suppose another thing they could actually do as well is, rather than it just being literally just ships, maybe you could also have like, you know, like smaller space station type structures, you know, like these like, you know, maybe there's like shuttles docked to them and stuff like that, and it's just like an abandoned bloody like little outpost somewhere, and you can just dismantle the entire thing. Maybe make it a download content. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential really with this kind of, I guess, future genre, dismantling space stuff. So.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Two nice big pieces. Gotta keep that away from the furnace. That other piece is struggling. Come on, give it a push. Oh, it's tether broke. Oh no, it ain't. Yep, they should get in just fine. And then we want all these going. Them pieces look like they're solidly stuck together still. Sweet.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Alright, well thanks for watching and I'll see you later. And try and get this ship done as quickly as I can, or at least in as little work shifts as I can.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Come on, down you go. I don't want you going down there though.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
It's like a full-on container yard down there.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Right, so there's a coolant pipe there. Because that's what I triggered last time, the coolant pipe.
Valuable object.
Is that one piece? It's just one little piece.
Credits deposited.
Oh, there we go. Ruptured the coolant tank.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Oh well. She had a bit of a reaction to the coolant leak then.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
So that's just one big piece. Better go refill oxygen.
Welcome to Ventatron 9000. Have an
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Does that mean I could safely cut the rest of this pipe now? I mean, it's probably all going to have coolant in it there, I'd imagine. Just going to put a telly on that actually. Oh, it's kind of spinning out. But it'll do.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Cutter, you got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We wrap.
Oh, that piece is too heavy apparently. Oh, that's why it's got a corner piece as well.
Valuable object processed.
Let's
Credits deposited.
reduce the risk and get rid of some of these fuel tanks. Ready for when we bring a reactor out, just in case. Since I've got to cut a few pipes to get it out.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Whoa! Don't smack me in the face with a fuel can.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right, how much more fuel do we need? Probably 1 can. Oop, oop. There we are.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Gently does it. That might hit the other can, that. Oh, that's right. Nice.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Can I still pull these out from this side? Yeah. Nice. Want to be careful they don't go into the barrels. Don't know what this is doing here. This can go up there. Out of the way.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Come on. Pull it all the way out. What is it doing? It shouldn't be stuck on anything. Oh, there we go. Right, and I'm actually just going to slap a tether on it.
Alright, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Pull it anywhere it's safe.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Right, let's separate this up here and it'll be ready to move. So can I pull these panels off? No. I think I'll have to cut these. I can't cut them. Okay. $4.7 million. Nice. So it's all the paneling, the shipping crates, and the thrusters. Yeah, they're all right. Oh. So this segment can go, but I think there's some coolant tanks in it still. Wrong equipment. I suppose I can move it though and then pull them out. Or maybe not. It's definitely not connected, but it's not moving. Oh, it's a part of the cockpit piece. So it is separate, but it's a massive, massive piece. Because it's connected to just about everything else still.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's have a mess about with the fuses. I just hope that the fuse doesn't slap me in the face like it normally does. Let's have a look. Yep, ouch! For God's sake.
Always use Link's branded repair kits to avoid invalidating your warranty.
Ah, what a pain in the ass bug that is. Yeah, it's definitely a repeatable bug anyway. Right. Let's have a look. Is that... hang on, that's... the pattern's different. It's not just 1, 2, 3, is it? Oh well, I've still got that one. Yeah, it kind of like pauses, then does a 1, 2, 3, and then pauses, and... let's try and grab this one. Is it going to throw me away? Oh!
Helmet damage detected.
Oh, maybe I should leave them alone. I think the next one might actually rupture my helmet. Oh, you! Oh! God damn! I still didn't manage to do it properly. Let's see if it shatters my helmet. think it's because it's still moving. Can I grapple it? Oh! Nope. There we go. Jesus Christ!
No damage. Cutter 9000-52
Oh my god.
lost.
Negligence is a sign of poor character. Oh. Yeah, just repeatedly slap me against the hull of the ship, cracking my helmet. Yeah, I think in future, I'm just going to leave the fuses well alone.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right, let's have a look. What's separate? This is separate. Let's try and get that reactor out. But it's a pretty brutal way to die. That time he died actually really quickly. Last time, he sort of survived a little bit longer. Oh, I broke it. God damn it! Failed the mechanical. See, I think when it goes up in difficulty, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think when it goes up in difficulty, you end up having literally just enough components to finish some of your work orders. So if you do well, like what I've been doing sometimes, just literally throwing entire sections of the ship into the furnace to get it over and done with. If you waste like more than just one or two mechanical components, then you can't do that work order anymore. It's a pain in the ass. It's the same with the electrical ones.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Right. So that rear compartment should be separate now. I hope. Let's have a quick look. Yep. So this should move, yeah. So we should be able to move the back of the ship. Maybe at the end of the stream I should throw myself into a furnace or the processor and see what it actually says. Ugh, damn it. That's that metal bar's stopping it from disconnecting.
Salvage destroyed.
God damn it!
Please revisit your training.
It made that part. Oh no, that is a processor. Okay. But it made more than likely this bit, yeah, furnace. This is still processor though. So this whole section. See, I need to destroy some of them pipes around the other side to get the thing out. Well, anyway, let's get this moving over this way somewhere. Needs to move away from the ship just that little bit. Nice 10 tons of titanium. I think that should be fairly safe, so I'll just leave that to slowly move over there while I do the same to this side. So it's that piece there, that stops it. I'm just going to cut further down. Is that cutting stuff on the other side? Well, not what at least not stuff that I didn't intend to cut anyway. What's the panel there? There we go, that's separate. Airlock console, going to the barge. Right, you can go in the processor. How's the other piece doing? Oh, it's all the way over there now.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this
5
shift
minutes.
before they turn the lights out on you. Pitter patter. We're out.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
In the meantime, I might as well move this as well. I've just got to be careful not to cut any pipes just yet. I mean, I will need to eventually, but hopefully not yet. So a pipe runs all along here. I don't mind cutting the pipe at this side because it won't really damage much. There we go. I think that's separate. Yep. Maybe you can give this a push.
Processing valuable objects.
Sort of.
Credits awarded.
Is this? Oh, this isn't separate. I think it's classed as connected to the pipe or something, maybe. Or is that cut not clean enough? No, it's definitely clean. I think it's connected to that pipe, even though it shouldn't be. Or is it just too big to move? It says it's 22,000 bloody kilograms, so it still thinks I'm moving this entire thing. Oh well, I'll leave it for now. Let's get some oxygen. Kind of annoying so close to the end of the shift, but oh well.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
It's like, have a nice day. Well, this part is separate, I believe. Yep, just about. Very slow moving. We'll get the reactor out in the next shift, along with probably just about everything else. Wonder what the hell that was then. So peered out the side of my eye, as it were.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Come on, we need you to get in there a little faster than that.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
That's it, push that one.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
So it's weird that I could move that massive chunk with a smaller chunk when the grapple won't actually move it normally. Okay, let's just chuck this in and slap another tether on that. Actually, I think it's still got a tether on it. Yeah, that's fine now anyway.
Object. Credits awarded.
Yeah, maybe you could actually. I'll have a look in the next shift. Oh, there we go, the tether's still going. That's good. Yeah, so the main reason why the reactor doesn't come out is because all the pipes are connected to it. So the pipes need disconnecting from it and then it'll come out. Is that only... Oh, it's not even connected at this side. So all that's holding it in there are them pipes there. But whether it's safe to cut them or not is another matter. Well, there goes nothing. Let's stand back a little bit. Did that cut it? It cut one piece. And this one. That's the big piece. Will it come out? No. Oh, yes. Come on. This way a little bit. Come on. It says you can come out. I think it's catching on something. Somewhere. Oh, even that other pipe's disconnected from it now. Oh, here we go, it's coming. But yeah, quite possibly you probably could actually cut these with enough effort. And you could pull it out from the top, but you'd still have to cut them two pipes, which obviously run the risk of exploding.
object processed. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Alright, let's not remove that last panel just yet. I need to get this pipe out of the way. It's a nice big long pipe. Oh, no, that is not where I told you to go. What the? It's got a mind of its own as this pipe. I can move it very easily, but when I force push it, it goes somewhere completely different.
Processing. Credits deposited.
Was that too heavy? Apparently it is too heavy. How can that be so heavy? It still reckons it's 22,000 kilograms. It's not even moving. Oh, it is moving, ever so slowly. Right, okay, let's get the reactor sorted.
Reactor meltdown sequence triggered.
And get it down there, nice and quick.
Action required.
There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right, so what's left? There's this to go into the furnace, that to go into the processor, this to go into the processor. Well, let's get this moving. Oh, there's a heatsink on the back. Whoop, line of sight. Is that heatsink actually going down? It ruptured a little bit, but there you go.
Count credit applied.
Processor. Might have to cut that platform in half.
Valuable
Frickin'
object
tethers.
processed.
Pain in the ass, man.
Credits deposited.
Apparently I destroyed a heat spreader. Don't go near the furnace, please. Away from the furnace, please. No, bye. That's going into the furnace. There's no way of recovering that.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Right. So we need the ECU out of this section. Let's pull it from below again like last time.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Deposit accepted.
I need to get the panel and the little tiny canisters off it. Is that an oxygen generator? Yep.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, scrap apparently that. Better go get some oxygen.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are critical.
Welcome to Vintage Run 9000. Thank you for your
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oh, for... The game just crashed. Why? It's at about the same time every time, isn't it? Right, well. There's not really much point booting it back up at this point, because it doesn't save your ship progress. So it means starting a new ship, and I've not got enough time to start another ship. I know, it's like, but yeah, so a little disappointed about obviously the crash, but I'll just have to leave it there. And yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing obviously the new ship configuration. It wasn't really a new ship; it was just kind of like you know, just a different style, really, I guess, of the same ship. But yeah, I guess I wouldn't get to experiment and throw myself into an incinerator. But there you go. But yeah, so I'll end the stream there, and probably in the next stream, I'm probably going to play something else in the next stream. I'll probably come back to this when they've done a little bit of updating, probably, and you know, one or two patches or something maybe, and then I'll probably come back. But in the meantime, I think I'll play a couple of other games. I don't want people getting bored of just this one game. So if you've got any suggestions for games that you'd like me to have a look at, feel free to let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.